Well, it's kind of a rainy day in southern Indiana today, so I figured I would make a quick video, and I want to make a series of videos talking about food on the trail, food in the outdoors, and how you can do it better, you can do it cheaper, and you can have some fun with it. So today I'm going to share with you guys, I guess, an old family recipe. My dad showed me how to do this 25 years ago. I might be showing my age a little bit there. Anyways, so I'm just going to go over a couple of things. This is how to make a great morning coffee on the trail. I'm not really a big fan, nor have I ever been a big fan of instant coffee. And neither was my dad, and I know some other guys that aren't really a big fan of it. It tends to have some bad aftertaste with it and kind of a high acidity sometimes. So my answer to that, and to avoid bringing just a whole bunch of extra stuff that I don't need, is this simple recipe that was handed down to me. So I'm going to share it with you guys. It's relatively cheap. It doesn't require a lot of things. So I'll start off. I want to show you guys a few new things that I've added. And this is one of them. This is a GSI Outdoors mug. And the thing that's really cool about this is it's insulated. It's got a nice crisp lid that snaps on, which I think is cool because if you're going to carry this out with you, having that tight closure on it kind of gives you the opportunity to put some stuff inside the mug, so you're not wasting, this big volume in your pack, just empty. So you can consolidate some things to make this worth carrying. I know a lot of people don't carry a mug and may just rely on their cook pot. I did that for a time and I just didn't like it. So I don't mind having the extra stuff along with me. And I've tried a couple cups. I found some pretty neat cups that are out there. But this one in particular I like because it's got the insulation and you've got a handle. And like I said, it comes with this great lid that snaps onto it. And it's tight. It's real tight when you get it. It's got a silicone seal on it, on the lid. So I wouldn't be afraid to store my coffee in here. You could probably I would imagine you could actually get a stove inside this if you really wanted to. Tons of other things. So it's kind of dual use. But the big thing about it is if you pull it out of the insulation, I don't know if anybody's seen this before, it's actually got graduated marks on it. So not only is it a mug, it gives you the opportunity to have a measuring cup while you're out there so that you're not guessing. If you're rehydrating meals or doing something like that, you have a 1 cup, a 2 cup mark, and then some ounce markers on this. So it takes all of the guesswork out of rehydrating meals and making coffee and stuff like that. So I've got that I've added, and I've tried a couple of, GSI actually has a few different drip coffee makers that are available as well. I've tried one of those. There's another one called, I think it's called the Turbo Drip. I'm probably getting that completely wrong. But I will put some links in the description on a couple of the ones they offer, as well as I went with, this is a Sea to Summit drip coffee maker. I couldn't tell you what the actual name of it is, but I like this one because it's collapsible. It's fairly lightweight, but the big thing is it's got this metal screen inside. So there's no packing around a paper coffee filter or anything like that if you're going to make, real coffee on the trail. So this is pretty nice because it's just clean it out, wash it out in a stream with the water that you have on you, whatever it might be. And this is from Sea to Summit. So it's pretty easy to find. I actually got this off of REI's website along with the mug here. So, and what happens is this just sets on top of your coffee mug. You place your coffee grounds inside of it, and you put hot water over the top of it, and then it drips down and makes coffee. So I'm the kind of guy, I prefer my coffee sweetened and cream, and I kind of like fancy coffee. So what I do is I take a package, and this works out really well on trail. I take a package of hot cocoa. So it's just milk chocolate hot cocoa mix. These are super cheap. I think a box of these is like $1 at at Dollar General, Walmart, wherever. So it's really cheap. It's already pre and individually packaged. It's super easy to take with you in any kind of outdoor situation, which makes it even better. But what I do is, it's real simple. I take this hot cocoa mix and I put it straight in the mug dry. So we'll do that. So that goes straight in the mug dry like that. Then I'll get my drip coffee maker on top of my mug. And then I'm going to add, sorry, I've got my pot marked on the inside, so I'm going to add my water in here. And for this particular recipe, you want to use about 8 ounces of water. You can use a little more, a little less, depending on how, man, I got water all over myself. Depending on how robust you want your coffee. So we've got our 8 ounces of water in our cook pot. I'm going to go ahead and get that warming up here. And it's important to know that the making coffee in a drip coffee maker like this is going to be a little different than instant coffee, because there are temperatures that you want to get the water to in order to get the full flavor out of coffee. I just prefer to boil the water. That ends up releasing all the stuff out of the beans, the flavor, you get the good smells along with it. So I just heat my water up to a boil, just a slow boil. Next thing I do while I'm waiting for that to heat up is we're gonna put, Sea to Summit says that you should put about 2 tablespoons of grounds in this drip coffee maker. I'm using my my spork here, so that's not gonna be exactly 2 tablespoons. So what we're gonna do is with this, I'm gonna just try to coat the bottom of the drip maker, which ends up being about 3 of these spoonfuls, because it's quite a bit smaller than a tablespoon. So I get my coffee in here and then kind of flatten it out a little bit so that you don't have water passing by while the water heats up. It's also good to kind of agitate those once you get the water in there. And now we just wait for the jet boil to do its thing. All right, our water's heated up. I've just got a little slow boil going, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off and pull my water off the jet boil here. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna slowly pour this through our drip coffee maker. It kind of takes a little bit of finesse, and you wanna make sure that you're getting all of your grounds covered while you're doing this. Make a nice frothy coffee grounds / water mixture. And I don't agitate it, but some people do like agitate it with their spork, spoon, whatever you have. You could do it with a stick, I guess, if you wanted to. And then we're just wait for that to drain into our mug. So once that's all the way drained, you can remove the drip coffee maker off of your mug, and we're just gonna take my spork here and agitate around that mixture in here where we have put our dry hot cocoa in. So we had our coffee dripping over that dry hot chocolate, and what you end up with here is a nice, what I would call a cafe mocha type of drink. So you've got the hot cocoa mixed with the coffee that you just made, and we'll give it a little try here, see what it tastes like. And that is just about downright perfect. And that is the way I like to do coffee out in the backcountry. Like I said, there's probably easier ways to do it. You can utilize instant coffee if you want to. I've even seen guys do it cold and shake it in their water bottles. I like to enjoy my time, and this is one of those things I enjoy. I always do it whether I'm backpacking or camping or whatever, I like to have a hot cup of fresh brewed coffee, and this entire system doesn't add a whole bunch to your pack. It doesn't add a whole bunch to anything. So it's yes, it's going to add weights if you're one of those people that counts every ounce, but it makes your quality of life on trail better, in my opinion. And everybody I've showed this to has enjoyed it as well. So it's up to you. I like to balance weight, quality, and comfort all together. This is one of those things. I would just rather take it and take the weight penalty for it, because it's good. It's like really good. Yep. So like I said, you just need a packet of hot cocoa. If you have a long-handled spork or spoon, 3 of those full, rounded over with coffee of your choice. The Sea to Summit pour over coffee maker, and the GSI mug. And it is a perfect combination. This thing is going to keep your coffee hot longer too, so no freezing cold coffee after 5 minutes. It's just a great combination. It's worth the weight penalty. This is actually really easy to clean. It looks like it's gross. You can see the coffee in there, but you just dump the coffee out. You can either put it in a Ziploc bag and pack it out with you, or one of your other trash containers, and then rinse this thing out with some water, and that's it. That's all there is to it. You're just using it to filter coffee, so it doesn't have to be perfectly clean every time. You can even go to the links of dumping out your old coffee and just placing this in a small Ziploc bag so it doesn't get all over the rest of the stuff in your food bag. But it is a fairly easy product to use, and it just makes life better outside. So I'm going to sit here and finish my coffee and watch this rainy day pass by. So like I said, I'm going to do more of these. I'm going to share some more recipes on how to save money and make better food out in the backcountry, so that you're not solely relying on Mountain House meals and ramen noodles, because we're better than that. Until next time, guys.